Now, a couple weeks back, I did a video signing the best meme team in career mode. It was probably one of the most jokes videos on the channel as we combined the best meme-worthy players, social media juggernauts, and general jokes in the FIFA community into one team. This isolation's got me coming up with all kinds of wacky ideas. I can't help myself. We conjured up something special, let me tell you that, but upon further inspection of the comments below, it seems like we missed out on a few notable mentions. It's only right, we've got to do it justice for the culture. Let's rebuild the meme team we created, sign players recommended by you guys, and attempt to have the funniest team in world football win the Champions League. No, this is not an early April Fool's joke, and if you missed part 1 and want to catch up to see how we got in this situation, the link is in the description. Of course, the team we went with was Spurs. I know a lot of you guys had some other suggestions in the comments below, but that was the first team that popped to mind. End of season 1. Let's get into our second season with the meme team, sign some more players, and hopefully lead Spurs to Champions League glory in the most memeable way possible. This is what my life's come to now in 2020, assembling a meme team in FIFA 20. I wouldn't have it any other way. Just look at the state that this team is in right now. We've got the 4-2-4 rocking with Corona FC. We've got 2 Coronas in the starting 11. A lot of improvements can be made. Here's a quick overview of the squad. Like I said, we got some memeable players, some footballing jokes, some OP meta FIFA 20 players like Ben Yedder. We also do have the likes of Fellaini, a lot of Manchester United players, which was a common trend. We got the Gucci wearing headband hype beast Saint Maximin, and we do have Suarez and Diego Costa, a formidable shithousery strike partnership. Well, now that you've familiarized yourself with the squad a little bit more, you got to grips with how this meme team is shaping up. Today, I want to take this team to the next level. They're going to prove they're not just memes, they're not just funny football jokes, they are actual football players as well at heart. They do have a soul. Don't you just love having some of the worst 2 players in this team called Corona? Nonetheless, I can bet on the gang. They're going to get some brand new additions into this meme team. Corona FC is going to get stronger and stronger. It might be impossible to replicate, but this is only the beginning of our meme team potential. This dream team is going to turn into a different machine. So if you're going to enjoy the video, you're having a laugh, make sure to drop a like down below. Also subscribe, turn on those notifications for regular FIFA 20 career mode content. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description. Comment down below, who do we miss out? What other players deserve to be in this meme team? Now let's get this business done underway. No need to fear. Don't worry guys, we've come well equipped with our social distancing formation. You thought it wasn't going to return for part 2. You bet you were wrong. I'm pretty sure no one's going to be approaching our front 3 up top, so we should be goals for days. We should be all set. With a 7-man backline as well, it's a foolproof plan. Here we go, our first signing of the video, and it was a very obvious exclusion by me in the last video. I don't know why I didn't sign Mr. David Luiz, the Afro himself. I saw his name pop up in the comments so many times down below. Can't believe I forgot him. Sideshow Bob himself. He has been the center of so many footballing jokes. The 7-1 against Germany, the 50 million price tag to PSG, and his general cheeky antics on and off the football pitch. He's just a classic figurehead in football meme culture. That is why we gladly welcome on David Luiz to Meme Team FC with open arms. 2016, what a time to be alive, and what a year it was for this man, Will Grigg. He was on fire, he's still on fire, and he's scoring goals left, right, and center. The 29-year-old now arrives from Sunderland for £2 million. I mean, I'd pay a whole bucket load for him back in 2016 where he's scoring goals for fun. Despite not scoring a goal at Euro 2016, he was the talk of the town. France was taken over by the Irish and Will Grigg. Terrifying defenses everywhere he goes. Will Grigg will forever go down, not only in football memes, but also he transcended football. He went into mainstream culture. I was at nightclubs, I was at parties when this Will Grigg song came on. It was just something special. It captivated the world, and we'll never forget you. He definitely earns his spot here at Corona FC. Alfonso Davies now, a relative newcomer not only to football, but the memes and a social media presence in general. During lockdown, during isolation, the Canadian has kind of become a low-key TikTok sensation. With the Bundesliga returning this weekend, I'm not too sure how that's going to affect his social media presence or how active he's going to be on there. He's a youngster. He's one for the social media. He's one for TikTok. He's in touch with the youth and the online world, and he was definitely recommended by a few of you guys down in the comments below. The Canadian left back has definitely entered the meme realm, but watch out for him. And in a few years' time, he could be at the peak of his game online.
Do you remember what he was singing?
I think it was that song, I Want It That Way.
Backstreet Boys, I'm familiar. Okay.
Whilst the future bodes well for some, the past doesn't bode well for the others. It is Alvaro Morata £37.4 million we've had to spend on a tap-in merchant. The Chelsea striker, notoriously known for his misses in front of goal, he has bottled so many chances. He's basically the crap version of Fernando Torres reincarnated. No, not the Liverpool version, the Chelsea version that misses open goals. This is one signing in hindsight I'm extremely happy never made the move to Manchester United. It was between United and Chelsea. Thankfully, the Blues got a hold of the Spaniard because that would have been a complete disaster at Old Trafford. Don't know how the Chelsea fans will think about that one, but he's definitely been the butt of many FIFA footballing community jokes. I'm sure the online space hasn't been a fun time for Alvaro, but he'll qualify for this meme team. I hope it's a consolation. Now, this part of the video where we pay tribute to our fallen soldiers, the players that couldn't be a part of this meme team, our OG favorites and meme cult heroes from days gone by who have either retired or been removed from FIFA 20. Raise your glass to the few who started it all. Now, we recently have been reminiscing about Euro 2016 and all the good memories, all the good times it provided, but okay, this was one that I definitely wanted to erase from my memory. It's brought back some terrible, terrible pain. Thanks to whoever left this down in the comments below, but we've picked up Simone Zaza, yes, another striker to add to our team. The Italian, famously known and might be forever known for that classic, oh my god, I don't even want to explain it. You all know what's going on by now. Watching that game, I couldn't believe it. I just wanted to smash my TV into bits. It wasn't a pleasant viewing, and it definitely left me absolutely speechless at the time. The memes, the videos, the parodies, they lasted for years, and I was definitely not one that found it very funny, but I know a lot of you guys did. So Simone Zaza qualifies for this team hands down. It's been a while since we haven't signed a striker, so this is a bit refreshing. We've brought back an ex-Spurs player, coincidentally. It is Kyle Walker for £27.7 million. His only spot in the team, not for his recent actions, but for what he did in the Champions League. He definitely does deserve a spot in this team, not for his recent activities, but when he went in goals, it was Edison and I believe Claudio Bravo who got sent off and injured. He managed to keep a clean sheet against Atalanta at the San Siro. Not too many goalkeepers can boast about that, and bloody Kyle Walker's a right back, so he put in a good shift. It's a very, very rare moment in football when you have to put in an outfield player in goal. That is just something you don't see every day. It's 1000% certified that you guys have heard of this name before. You've just probably never seen him kick a football. It is Thanos Petsos. Thanks to you guys alerting me in the comments below saying there was someone called Thanos in the FIFA database. Now, instinctively, I had to go and look this up. I had to see if this was true, and this is what we've come up with. A Greek 29-year-old CDM. Imagine this. His life was probably perfect before 2018. Infinity War drops, and his life changes forever. He's just become a normal Greek footballer, transformed into a cultural icon. Our damn manager outfit pretty much has all the Infinity Stones plastered over it, so this was a match made in heaven. This is not a side that is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. This is definitely a squad mixed up of many players, many walks of life, and the Greek Thanos is just another one of them. It was the last quote-unquote normal game of football we had before the game got suspended, and it was a proper game with fans and everything. Atletico Madrid knocked out Liverpool from the Champions League. I definitely woke up that morning a very happy chap. Due to popular demand was requested down in the comments below, we've picked up the Liverpool goalkeeper for £5 million. Mistake after mistake, error after error. As soon as you thought Liverpool got rid of all those calamitous goalkeepers, Adrian steps in. He says, hold my beer. The Spaniard has come to wreak havoc in at Anfield, and I've loved every single second of it. He's a polarizing figure. You either love him or you hate him. It is Sergio Ramos, another highly requested figure down in the comments below. He's more in that category of shithousery like Suarez and Diego Costa. He's been involved in his fair share of football and controversies. However, whatever you think of him, you've got to admire his persistence and his consistent level at the top of the game. Real Madrid captain, winning the Champions League 3 years in a row. They did the three-peat, and he was the centerpiece of that. Last-minute headers. He's Mr. Clutch himself. He's a goal-scoring defender. Ignore this player as a whole. I just decided I wanted to pay homage to Emmanuel Frimpong, the ex-Arsenal baller. He was hyped up to be a promising prospect, and he just fell off. He was a bit of a social media troll and jokester as well. He did videos with KSI versing him in FIFA. I mean, it was a different era back then. Jeremy Frimpong, despite the name similarity, he's got no relation to Frimpong whatsoever. He's a Dutch up-and-coming right back, and I'm sure he'll have a better career than the previous English Frimpong. Not only do we have a second Chelsea player, but also a second Chelsea Spaniard. What is it with Spaniards at Chelsea wanting to wreak havoc? Kepa Arrizabalaga broke the internet back in the 2019 Carabao Cup final. Maurizio Sarri wanted to substitute him for the penalty shootout, and the Spaniard literally just didn't obey orders. You know the rest. The rest is history. He became a assistant manager. He overthrew Sarri. He became manager for the day. He decided the substitutions. Kepa, he should have just retired at this point and just started being a manager. The best keeper has a way with words, and in 2019, he definitely solidified himself in football meme culture. It was a major controversy, major talking point around the Spaniard, and he just caused up a shitstorm back in 2019. It looks like Sergio Ramos is going to have quite the centre-back partner in with him in the rear guard. It will be Samuel Umtiti, the latest meme member, joining us here at the squad. For £69.2 million, his goal celebration in the World Cup semi-final was that viral, it made its way onto FIFA 20. It's a pretty triggering celebration. He's pulling off a bit of a dance. I think once you pull off a celebration in real life and it gets replicated for the next iteration of FIFA, you've pretty much made it. I'm just saying, it would be a pretty fun time sharing the dressing room with the French centre-back, a World Cup winner. Welcome to Meme FC. An abundance of Manchester United players featured in the previous meme team video, and rightfully so, but this video we've had a few Liverpool entries right here. We've got another one with boring James Milner. He's so boring he's got a Twitter account dedicated to him. The Ribena merchant joins us here for £7.1 million. He's retiring this year actually, so I don't know, maybe he's got one season for Champions League glory. We might not be seeing him, depends how far we go in this rebuild. The meme team have definitely gained a father figure. They've gained a wise point of guidance in the dressing room, and I think he can provide some leadership in his short stint here at Spurs. It seems like we signed every single Manchester United player under the sun in the last meme team video, and no, we've forgotten a few right here because we have picked up Paul Pogba, yes, the social media superstar himself. He lives inside Graham Souness's head rent-free every single day, and the Frenchman, like Umtiti, he's just a jokester. He loves a good old laugh. He loves to get his haircut every second day. He shares a few similarities with Umtiti as well. Did get his own celebration implemented into FIFA, the dab that has broken so many controllers over the years. Should he stay? Should he go? I think he should join Meme Team FC. That is definitely something I recommend. Hey, look at that. 13 attackers, 13 defenders, 13 midfielders. I'm sure Thanos would be very happily that everything is balanced as it always should be. The Ivorian winger Nicolas Pepe is the brand new addition to the Meme Team FC. I didn't really consider him as a honorable member for the squad. He needs to fit in that category, and I didn't really think so at first glance. However, down the comments below, you guys were adamant you wanted Pepe in the team. I feel like once you join from a massive fee outside of England and come and join the Premier League, you're just faced with such harsh critics. If you don't adapt straight away, you're going to be in the mud for the rest of your career, and he's definitely had his fair share of critics. He's also got his celebration. He's looking to celebrate. I don't know what to call it really. I'll pop a picture on screen, but you know what I mean. He started that little trend. It's very strange at the moment. It feels like opposite day right now as we have so many Arsenal players moving in on over to Spurs. I know, it's a weird world we're living in right now as we sign Granit Xhaka and Francis Coquelin. Ever since the Frenchman got spun by Eden Hazard, his career was never the same, and he went on to join Valencia. The Swiss midfielder though, he's had a bit of resurgence in at Arsenal. They've both been public enemy number one for Arsenal Fan TV, but I think they serve a new purpose right here, and they fit well into this meme squad. Honestly, I don't even really know where to start with this one. I feel like Neymar's one of those players that makes more headlines off the pitch than on it. He has been the center of so much attention in these past few weeks. He's definitely kept us all entertained during lockdown. Without the football, Neymar has provided the entertainment. His family's a bit of a strange bunch. If you watch FTW, you'd know all about it. Niren's filled you in by now. It's guilty by association. Sorry, Neymar, we're gonna have to put you in the meme gulag for now. I can't believe I've left this signing this late. I don't think I can forgive myself from excluding him in part one. It is the one, the only, the Swedish striker Zlatan Ibrahimovic. There's only one Zlatan, and he ages like a fine wine. He returns to the Premier League for £13.8 million. The great veteran. It's a signing well overdue. It was a genuine crime not signing him in the first OG meme team video, and now he finally gets his honorable mention. There's just way too much context, way too much story. I'm sure you guys have heard it all before. Zlatan has well and truly thrived in the biggest occasions, off the pitch and on the pitch. From an iconic addition like Zlatan to the last three musketeers we've managed to pull off here. The last three transfers, we do have Jerome Boateng, the German centre-back. Literally, once his career got ended by Messi in that Champions League semi-final, it was basically all downhill from there. He still gets a bit of stick for it to this day, and good old Jerome Boateng. His brother brother's name's Kevin Prince, so you all know who's the favorite in the family right there. Damn Jovinho, he ticks all the boxes. Not only is he a meme, he's an OP FIFA player from back in the day. FIFA 12, FIFA 13, the pace was electrifying. His forehead is bigger than my YouTube channel, and he's still tearing it up in Serie A. Yaya Sonogo, we've all heard of Yaya Toure, Yaya Banana, but Yaya Sonogo, he was a striker for Arsenal back in the day, never really worked out for him. We were all in love with the Sonogo back in the day. He's moved on to France now. I'm sure I brought back some memories that you never thought you'd remember again. Yaya Sonogo. Oh, this was peak Arsenal banter era. Been an eventful transfer window, to say the least. We've gained some more memeable assets to the squad, some quality and some banter players. A total of £607.6 million has been spent to rebuild Meme FC, and this team is looking better than ever before. As you're all aware, this is our social distancing formation. I'm gonna leave it up to the assistant manager. Does he want to go full sicko mode, or does he want to go serious? Corona FC, this is our best possible starting 11 with memes flying through the door. This is a action-packed squad. Who thought these players would combine? It has been the crossover everyone was waiting for. Drink it in, soak it in. I think I've included as many as possible that can qualify for a meme team in FIFA 20 through the power of the funniest team ever assembled in football. With these most joked about individuals, we've somehow finished runners-up in the Premier League, albeit 10 points behind Manchester City. They were invincible, but oh my goodness, we qualified for the Champions League 1, and we finish ahead of the likes of Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal. We've stolen a few of their players. Chelsea languishing down in mid-table, 12th for them, as it is Leeds United, Sheffield United, and Derby County getting relegated. The Premier League definitely was not ready for our wrath, and we have made it through to another FA Cup final. We're in defending our crown today. If you didn't catch it in part 1, we made the FA Cup final. Go back and watch it, but that has been our road. Newcastle United, Crystal Palace, Everton. It's been quite an easy stride towards the final. However, at Wembley, we're competing for silverware in the big dance. Carabao Cup, though, was a very different story. It painted a different picture as Manchester United knocked us out 3-0 in round 3. Atletico Madrid and Barcelona make up an all-Spanish Champions League final. Meanwhile, in the Europa League, we make it to an all-English final up against Wolverhampton Wanderers. What reality are we living in right now? We made it in through the Europa League qualifiers. Group B, we finished on top with Galatasaray, Sturm Graz, and Victoria Pleasant. And then we made it through to the round of 32, beating out Monaco 3-0. We take it on in the round of 16, beating out Borussia Mönchengladbach by the skin of our teeth 4-3. And then 5-0 domination over Olympique Marseille. And then we do take it out 2-1 against Lyon. We should have a Community Shield final displaying here. I don't know why it's not appearing. I don't know if my FIFA's glitched or this career mode save is corrupted. We should be on for the Mickey Mouse treble. I'm going to go full serious mode for this final up against Manchester City as they are the champions. However, two of our best players at the back. Ramos is out. He can play, but I don't think he's up for it today. Kepa's definitely sidelined, so Karius will fill in the boots. And you know what, Ramos, you're a tough cookie. Let's try and continue on the party. Imagine Community Shield champions, FA Cup champions, and Europa League champions. That would be the most shithousery treble ever, and only the meme team could achieve that. So, against Manchester City, this might come back to bite us here as the Citizens champions. Can they back it up with an FA Cup win? And it's a 3-0 demolition job. The meme team definitely didn't show up. Why did we put on Lovren for Ramos? Okay, no wonder why we lost. Nonetheless, we look forward to brighter days here as we have the Europa League final. Wolverhampton Wanderers are standing in our way between us and some silverware for Season 2. Can we salvage something from this season, which has been quite an overachieving run from this meme team? And it was 2-2. We take it out 5-4 on penalties. Neymar and Pepe, the two wingers, do the job. And in extra time, 5-4 win on penalties. I am beside myself. And to everyone who said Spurs can't win a trophy, they're bottlers, they can't do this, they can't do that. Well, the meme team have proven you wrong right here in the Europa League. Neymar standing next to that trophy. It was one trophy out of a possible 4, 5, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we did take out some silverware, so we've backed up Season 1, qualified for the Champions League, and these have been our star performers. Neymar single-handedly carrying this meme team, not only with his clout, not only with his fame, but with his quality on the pitch. 49 goals, 25 assists, 74 goal contributions in 64 appearances. Is this man on something? Get this guy drug tested. Luis Suarez rapidly declining, nevertheless still managing to bag 15 goals, 6 assists. Alvaro Morata, I'm surprised surprised he managed to bag 12 goals. Ben Yedder, the most OP player in FIFA 20. He haunts every single Ultimate Team player right now, 11 goals. Nicolas Pepe also managed 19 goal contributions. And Zlatan's return to the Premier League. He can do it everywhere with 11 goal contributions. Jesus Corona from right back, 7 goals and 5 assists. Paul Pogba, that addition in midfield was a game changer. 21 goal contributions, 15 assists, double figures in that department. We took injuries to Ramos and Alphonso Davies in the latter stage of this season. Nevertheless, these are some more performances. A lot of players not really getting all too much game time, considering the fact that we have 51 players in this team, with 32 clean sheets for Kepa in net, the assistant manager. Can we prove that we're Champions League ready though? In Season 3, Neymar needs to put up those kinds of numbers again. If there was a social media feature in career mode, I'm sure we'd be getting all the headlines. We'd be trending every single match week. Now, I'm ready to do it all again. Season 3, I cannot wait. No funny business. Let's charge up straight to that Champions League title. Just a little update as we head on into Season 3. We've got a slightly lower squad size due to the fact that James Milner, Nasri, Young, Adebayor, Jovino, Fellaini, and David Luiz have all retired. They thought they contributed enough to Meme Team FC. They had their fair share of laughs and jokes. They've had a good innings. It's time to say goodbye. They've headed off to the retirement home, and now we're left fighting to do it all ourselves. And we also did have to bring back a few old favorites, considering we didn't renew their contracts. Well, we forgot for a lot of them. A few of them became free agents, like all the Corona brothers. We've got Will Grigg, Adrian Lovren returning, and the likes of Luis Suarez, Danny Welbeck, and Akinfenwa also join on a permanent basis. And now the Memesters have all reunited once again. We have 2 trophies up for grabs though in the preseason. We have finally a Community Shield title, and we also do have the UEFA Super Cup up against Barcelona. 2 chances to start the season off on the right foot. This will be our starting 11 headed into this match up against Manchester City. Can we get some revenge? They destroyed us in the FA Cup final. Will this be a road to redemption for the Meme Team FC? We do win again on penalties. It's another cup win on pens. After it was 1-1, we take it out 4-3. Alexis Sanchez, of all players, scores in the 76th minute equalizer. Bruyne got sent off with a red card. There's just too much drama in this Community Shield. Well, it's 1 down, 1 to go. Can we do the unthinkable and win against Barcelona? We've got Kepa back, which makes oh so much difference, considering he can also keep some clean sheets. He can be the manager and lead from the back, but now Barcelona, they're a different kettle of fish compared to Manchester City, and no, it won't be the same story. The underdogs fall through. It's the 2 goals that make Barcelona become UEFA Super Cup champions. Here's a lowdown on the Champions League. We pretty much get a generous grouping here with Leipzig, Lille, and Lokomotiv Moscow. Group G proven to be I'd assume it'd be quite easy. Surely we can finish on top. With all the summer preseason fun out the way, we have to do some summer administrational duties in the transfer window. That's why we spent £88 million. That'll be it on deadline day. It all comes to a close, and now it's do or die. Will the meme icons regret the day they decided to turn their back on us and retire on Corona FC? We're gonna have to find out. We have a desperate Champions League, a European mission on our hands come Season 3. Let's get it. It has been a major fall from grace in the Premier League, 3rd season in, and we've come from Premier League runners-up to 6th position, finishing it outside the top 4. Man City take out the title yet again. Liverpool, Man United, and Arsenal make up the top 4. We still pick up the dub over West Ham and Chelsea, our fellow London rivals, and getting relegated, it is Norwich, West Brom, and Bournemouth. It is a Manchester derby in the FA Cup as we got knocked out 2-0 to Manchester United at Wembley. Wembley has not been kind to us ever since we won the Community Shield in the pre-season. We get defeated on the Big Dance Carabao Cup 3-2 in the final to Man City. I don't even know how to explain what you're about to see. Pinch me, as we did lose out the UEFA Super Cup final to Barcelona 2-0. We get the chance for redemption in the big dance Europe has been waiting for. Barcelona versus Meme Team FC. This was our journey to the final though. In the groups, we did finish in 2nd, so I underestimated our opponents. RB Leipzig did get the job done. It was a 4-4, 8-goal thriller on aggregate. We went through an away goal, so we had to count our lucky stars there. We take out Liverpool 4-2 in the quarters, and in the semi-finals, did Real Madrid even dare to show up? Leipzig made it all the way to the semis as well. We took it out 4-0. Barcelona won 4-1. And that means there is only 1 game left to decide things. We started it. We're going to end it here against Barca in the final. I doubt we could win with Karius in goal in another Champions League final. He's staying well clear of the starting 11. Suarez is suspended for this one, so he won't be able to come up against his former employers. He's 35 now on a red card. He's probably bitten someone again, to be fair. Let's go with our strongest starting 11. And less simulator. I know you might have wanted a bit of jokes for the social distancing formation, but then the rebuild will be incomplete. I know I'd downright lose that match. Ramos, the captain, will he lift up another Champions League trophy tonight? We're going to have to find out. As the Blaugrana await us in the final, we have so many of their former players, Neymar, Umtiti, Ibrahimovic on the bench. Is there a universe where we win this Champions League final. Let's take a look. Can the meme team do it? And it's a 1-0. Morata of all people. What am I even witnessing? The Spanish striker who we gave so much stick to when we signed him in this video, he managed to be the player that wins us the Champions League final, and the Spaniard proves all the doubters wrong. He scored against them in 2015 with Juve, and he's done it again with Spurs. Spurs definitely don't bottle a Champions League final anymore with Meme Lord at the helm. The memes of football combined for one main common goal, and Neymar, I'd expect to have his family up there next to the trophy, but no, it's only him. For the culture, Corona FC, Neymar Jr., best player again with 70 appearances. Does this man ever get injured? Does he get suspended? I'm not too sure. He must have missed his sister's birthday this year. 34 goals and 14 assists. That is 48 goal contributions. Alvaro Morata with the most important goal of his life. He's managed to salvage something from his career. 18 goals and 2 assists, 20 goal contributions. He's slowly downgraded to an 84, but he still manages to put in those good performances. Nicolas Pepe, it was definitely a worthy investment, as we have Ben Yedder with 10 goals and 2 assists. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, a 40-year-old Swede. I mean, what is stopping this man? He ages like the finest of wine. 6 goals in 19 appearances. And Alphonso Davies, the TikTok sensation himself, with 8 goal contributions, nothing can stop him. Sergio Ramos lifts up another Champions League title. The captain gets 4 goals and 2 assists season. Paul Pogba with 4 goals and 6. We'll scroll down. We have a lot of players, obviously, so you can take a look. Pause the screen to get some more in-detailed looks, as we'll take a look at Kepa. Let's see what the assistant manager could pull off in goal. 22 clean sheets in 58 appearances. It was the much-anticipated sequel with a fitting ending. The season finale that not in my wildest dreams I could have hoped for. And in this rebuild, we have set records. We're on a new wave, guys, and this content we are banging out. I'm enjoying it so much. So if you go on to enjoy the videos, just like I have in the past few weeks, smack that like button down below, hit subscribe, turn on those notifications to join the BCHD notification gang. Comment down below, who did I miss out in this squad? Who deserves to be in the next Meme Team FC? But we've completed the rebuild. Comment down below your support, all that good stuff. You guys have been smashing it recently, and I'm glad I can keep you entertained in these tough times. Hopefully you all did have a laugh. I've been BCHD. As always, have a great day, and I'll catch you all in the very next video. Let's get it.